Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we have brother Omar Esa, well-known nasheed artist. So brother, welcome to Islamic Kasim Tuet Memorial College. It is an honor we have you in Hong Kong and especially in our college.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother, because Alhamdulillah we are only one Islamic college in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
From Form 1 to Form 6.
Okay.
So many of our students, they like you a lot. When I finish sometime of my lesson, they ask me to please play some nasheed of Brother Kasim, but Alhamdulillah. So they are watching you together now live, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Brother, the thing, you were beginning when you were a student, you wanted to become a good pop star, and you start some singing and this kind of thing. Your aim was to be a pop star.
Yeah.
But you change and you start with the sheets. So can you please share to our student how it is happening in your life?
Okay, so Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most just, the most kind, the most compassionate, the Lord, the Honorable Throne, the Lord, the Alameen, the King of Kings, the Master Master of the heavens, the earth, and the universe. And I send my peace and blessings on the beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my young brothers and sisters. Alhamdulillah, you know, for me, before 2011, I was living in a time of ignorance. For me, I was an ignorant man. I was in darkness, and then in 2011, thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I was guided back to the religion of Islam. But when I was in the time of ignorance, in my jahiliyyah, I used to be a pop singer. I used to be an R&B singer. So R&B is rhythm and blues and all that kind of music. And by the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what happened was in my heart, I had a very deep connection with my mother. And I remember when I was doing certain things, when I was in Jahiliyyah, my mother used to say, Umar, I'm getting tired of you. You are troubling me, I'm getting tired of you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive me for that. Ameen. And I remember one time she said, Umar, I can't see what you're doing when you leave the house, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can. And wallahi, that stayed with me until this day. So whenever I was doing anything like the pop music, wherever I was, if anything bad came towards me, I used to remember my master, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching me. That is something that we, my brothers and sisters who are watching, you have to understand. You may not do a bad deed in front of your friends, your family, your mother, father, your teacher, but when you're on your own, you might do that bad deed. But remember, who is all seeing and all hearing? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we should have that conduct everywhere. Whenever we say, for example, you're walking and you see money on the ground, you look around and nobody's there, you pick it up and you put it in your pocket. Is that right? No, it's incorrect. You pick that up and you hand it into your local authority, your local police station. You say, I found this money. And then if somebody had lost that, they will inshallah go to that police station and say, I lost this and I have it. Remember, why do you do that? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching. And wallahi, that money that you found, and if you do living testament, I'm living testament, when you do something correct through the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that money will come back to you in tenfolds anyway, inshallah, Lord willing. And if it doesn't, you got a good deed. Alhamdulillah. So remember, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always watching you, always hearing everything you say. So always remember that, wherever you are. So going to 2011, I wasn't feeling good in my heart. I had a connection with my Lord, but I didn't have a connection with Islam. So what happened was that every time I kept going to the studio and doing the pop songs and the R&B songs, I felt empty inside. Remember, my brothers and sisters, there's something, we have our soul, we have nafs, we question things, we think about life. Every human being questions. No human being can say to me that they don't, when they go through hardship, they don't look up and go, help me, Lord. Help me, Lord, I'm going through hardship. They may not even believe in the Lord, but they just look up. That's a normal disposition. That's a normal thing for a human being. So this kept happening to me, and I said, you know what? I'm going to leave music. I'm going to leave instruments. I'm going to leave pop music. I'm going to leave R&B. I'm going to leave it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my master, my master. And I did that, alhamdulillah. And I remember then, in 2011, when I left music, I was like, okay, I'll do something else in my life. Then I found out about nasheeds. I didn't know there was such a thing as nasheeds. I was so far away from the religion of Islam, in fact, that I didn't even know the pillars of Islam. I didn't even know that you had to recite Surah Fatiha to have your salah to be accepted, your fard salah. and just subhanAllah. And in my mind I thought to myself, I have to learn this religion from the beginning. Completely from the beginning. So then I started doing the nasheed, and in May, June, 2011, I recorded my first nasheed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yeah.
And
At that time your hair was very long.
Yes, I had long hair, and if you can probably see certain things about me, I used to have little certain aspects that I used to do with my face and all that. And as I started practicing my deen, I started growing my beard. My brothers and sisters, I also want to say that, sometimes we look at people with beards and we think, Alhamdulillah, it's a sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, right? But for me and for you, the religion is right here. And you know what? When you start loving the religion, you're going to grow a beard. If you're a brother, of course. And if you're a sister, you're going to wear the hijab. Because you're going to start loving the deen. We have to remember, when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam came with the message of Islam, he didn't first tell his people that this is haram, that's haram. No. He built the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in them. That when the command then came about alcohol, for example, the Sahaba had put so much love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that they threw the bottles away themselves. So first build that love, and I say this to every Islamic school. Tell your children about the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, build that love in them. So they do everything for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And today I sit here, I'm a slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my brother, and I'm just a normal brother, just trying to do my da'wah through my nasheeds. Because I believe that music, instruments, is one of the biggest fitness in the world. And I'm a voice-only nasheed artist. I don't use instruments, I don't use beatboxing, I just use the voice Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given me.
Because sometimes a student asks me if he is not playing music, so how can we hear some music in the nasheed? But this is not music.
No. Never. That's my voice, for example. I'll be like, and then I'll carry on doing that, and on top of that I'll be like, I've been there for you. Do you understand how the system works? You have to build a process. Because when you're in music, you have to use the guitar, you have to use the violin, you have to use the drums, you have to use the keyboard. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has allowed me to use my voice. Everybody can do it, by the way. I'm not unique in what I do. Everybody can do it, but it is hard, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it easy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it easy.
That time and now, Alhamdulillah, it's almost 5 years. So the difference you told already. But what you feel from the inside, that time when you were singing songs and now you are reciting, inside, your inner beauty,
Allah,
how much is
Allah. But whenever I go on stage, my brothers and sisters now, I am talking to my Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There can be one person there or 20,000 people there. And I have done. I performed in front of one person and I performed in front of 20,000 people. And all the time it's the same thing. I close my eyes and I talk to my Allah. I'm talking to my Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm praising my Master, my Majesty, my King, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and His beloved Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Wallahi, indeed, life is a struggle. Every day is a test. But with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with you, everything is easy. Everything is easy. Whatever you're going through, never ever let go of the rope of faith. The rope of faith of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Never let go of that. There's nothing you can say to me that will make you let go of that rope. Because I've been through the most hardship. I'm not going to get into them, I know. My Allah knows. My friends, my family know. But I got closer to Allah. Every hardship, I got closer to Allah. We know that in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, with every hardship there is ease. SubhanAllah. Let's take heed from that. My young brothers and sisters. My young brothers and sisters, you are the future of this ummah. Wallahi, be kind, be generous, be sincere, be honest. Wallahi, that is your da'wah. Sometimes you don't even need to say you're Muslim. And you're just polite. And people will say, you're a very polite man, you're a very polite woman. Where'd you get this from? I get this from my religion. I get this from Islam. I get it from my beloved Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Because we are living in a society where we face mostly non-Muslim people. So as you say, our dawah is to be very good with other people.
Yes.
So like you are living in UK and a lot of family, you are doing non-Muslim countries, so you face a lot of non-Muslim people.
Yes.
So the message is to give them da'wah with a what? Smile and our attitude.
Yeah, and if they ask you about your religion, then talk to them. But remember, my brothers and sisters, this deen is so beautiful that just smiling is a form of charity. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Look at the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just smiling gets you a good deed. And we know scientifically that the people who are happy, they live longer, subhanAllah. Because they're happy, they're inside, they're happy. Whatever you go through, whatever hardship you go through, whatever you go through, keep smiling. You know why? Because you have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with you. And that's the beautiful thing. You know, for example, my brother, when I come into a non-Muslim country, I have to go through customs. And there's people there, you know, the border guards. And they're very stern looking men, they don't smile. And women as well, they don't smile, they're like this. Passport. I smile. And they automatically smile. SubhanAllah. Automatically they smile. That is da'wah. Remember that. Be good to your fellow non-Muslims. Because everybody is a creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everybody is a creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You don't know what your smile is going to do. You don't know how you are going to help somebody in what way you do, inshallah ta'ala.
It's when we have to love, we have to face them in a good attitude, whether they are Muslim or they are not Muslim.
Yes.
For the sake of
Yes.
Allah.
Yes.
So, Jazakallah khair, brother, for your time. And Alhamdulillah, we have a very nice sharing here. So we will show to our students, inshallah.